Hi guys, I'm back. You don't have to tell me how goofy I look because I know. I just got out of the shower and washed my body, all the sweat off from work, and didn't wash my hair. So she's up in a bun, that's why. And I have these big glasses on to hide the fact that she needs to get filled. My lashes need a fill like yesterday. But this one is on perfect and there's still some glue here, but this bitch, she left me too early. She left me too early and I wasn't ready to let her go. Here I am drinking out of the bottle again. I be so thirsty, y'all. Especially after work. So after work, I went to my aunt's birthday party with a pounding headache, but I got through it because I love my family, and I haven't seen like all of them together in such a long time. So it was like really great to have everybody there. It felt like amazing. I always feel so good around my family. We're like all one and the same a little bit. Like we all just vibe. We're all like pretty different, but we're like the same, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna pull some baby hairs down because I'm like bald. But we don't gotta talk about that. Like, we don't gotta acknowledge the fact that I'm literally like a hairless cat. We don't gotta acknowledge that. I hope you guys had a good day. I really like don't even know what I'm on here talking about. I feel like I'm just talking to myself. So I'm going to begin talking. What should I talk about? My first time smoking crack. Why am I like this? Why? And I look like this while I'm talking about it. This is, okay, no, this is perfect. This is the perfect look for the video of when I first smoked crack. Okay, so I was already doing coke at this time. Obviously, like, I don't think one person just smokes crack first before coke, but I bet some people do, but you usually snort coke first. So I had already been partying at this point for a long time. I already had been through my one heroin spell. I had got clean for 2 years. I used for 2 years, got clean for 2 years, and now I have been using for almost 3 years. So this was like after I had just been clean for 2 years. And I was really digging myself in another hole because I had just been through like a really tumultuous breakup, and I will talk about that actually. That's a good video too. I'm just picturing him like seeing that, but anyway, I went through a really tumultuous breakup and I was heartbroken. This breakup like killed me, dude. Like, it literally murdered the old me. Like, I died, like, internally. That's how much it hurt. Like, I would scream and cry, and, like, the pain hurt so bad, and I lost so much weight. I couldn't eat. I was just a fucking mess. I literally cried, I think, for, like, 2 months straight. Like, it took me 2 months to, like, stop sobbing. I would sob during the day and, like, go out and, like, fucking party all night and hook up with any dude. I'm just gonna be real. So that's exactly what happened, and I was living that life. I was drinking, drugging, fucking, and because I was hurt. I was really hurt. I never have had good coping mechanisms. So when I'm hurt, I hurt myself even more. Not funny, but this is not funny. Don't smoke crack. Smoke weed. So I like had met this dude. So I met this dude, bro. I can't because I had like reconnected with this man that I like. The ring light is like in my fucking glasses. Sorry. So like I'm trying to like make it so the ring light doesn't like cut in. So I had met this guy when I was like 15, right? And and he was like 2 years older than me, and I always liked him, and I was like 15 and I was a virgin like when I started talking to this guy. We'll call him Jimmy, and and I really liked Jimmy, and he was like, we like would talk all the time, and like we would text all dirty and shit, and I just really liked him, and we would chill, and like I wasn't like allowed to have like guys at my house, so like he would pick me up and then we would hang out only at night, and we would just like fuck in his car like on the side of the road. Imagine driving down your street and you see me, 15-year-old me, in the car getting backsided by Jimmy, smacking my head against the window. So anyway, like me and Jimmy go way back. So after this breakup had happened, this is like 5 years later, like 5-6 years later, and after this breakup, Jimmy messages me, and it was like after all of my breakups, like me and Jimmy would reconnect, because like I could never be with him because he was like way too like handsome and like good looking, and I felt like too many girls wanted him, and he was like way too nice to every girl. I don't date men that are nice to every girl. Like I can't do it to myself. I just can't do it to myself. I need a man that is not going to be all friendly and cute with every bitch. And that's how he was. But I was totally cool with like me being single and us like being our fling thing, bro. I love Jimmy for that. But anyway, so Jimmy had messaged me on Facebook, and he's like, hey, like whatever. We get to talking, right? We get to the juicy shit. And it's like 2 a.m. and he's like, come over. And I'm like, I'm in bed looking like this, probably worse. And I was like, it's way too late. Like I can't like be driving 20-30 minutes like to your house just to go there this late. And like, what if like I get to an accident? Like anything could happen. I could get kidnapped. And like, what? I'm just gonna go there, you're gonna fuck me, then we're gonna go to sleep, you're gonna get up ready for work at like 6 a.m. and then I'm gonna be kicked out. So what do? I got up and I went. And I went. And Jimmy had a roommate. And we're gonna call him Chris. So Chris, yo, I just said the story all wrong. So the thing with Jimmy was real, okay? But I'm so fucking dumb, bro. The thing with Jimmy was real. So that makes sense, okay? But Jimmy did not invite me over that night. We had been messaging, but I had not seen him in years because I was like in a few-year relationship. And so when I broke up with that, when I went through that tumultuous breakup, Jimmy had talked to me and, you know, we reconnected or whatever. But then Chris, who I didn't know they were friends, Chris hit me up. And Jimmy never told Chris about me or anything. So they just both, like, didn't know that they both knew me. But, like, Chris didn't really know me. He messaged me on Facebook. So, like, they, like, just never talked about me. And Chris was like, hey, I got some Coke. I got some, like, drink. I got, like, anything you want. Like, let's chill. What do I do? Like, when a stranger man on Facebook asks me to do that, I get up and I go. This was me, like, years ago, guys, years ago. I've changed. I am not like that. I am a grandma now. You can't get me out of my house, like, let me tell you. But me back then, though. But anyway, so I go to Chris's house, and guess who I walk into? Jimmy, sitting on the fucking couch, who I hadn't seen in years. And I'm there to chill with Chris. But I see Jimmy and I'm like, I had like heart eyes and I was like, oh, oh. And I never planned on fucking Chris. Like, I was just gonna go there, do his drugs and then leave. But Chris like thought like he was probably gonna get with me after that. That wasn't happening. Chris, not my type. But I saw Jimmy and I was like, oh, like, what the fuck is going on, bitch? What is going on? As I'm holding my lip gloss. And I'm like, Jimmy, like, he's like, what are you doing at my house? He's like, you're here to chill with Chris? And I was like, yeah. So anyway, all three of us end up chilling. We're getting fucked up. We're drinking. We're smoking weed. We're sniffing lines. Like, and Jimmy is, y'all, my cat has his head in the middle of the blinds right now. So anyway, you can see his whiskers now. He's sniffing my fucking ring light if it shakes. That's him. So, like, get your head out of the blinds, bro. So we're all getting fucked up. We're watching The Office and getting fucked up. And Chris thinks I'm gonna like go in his room and go to bed with him, but I end up, after like an hour or so of us getting fucked up, I go in Jimmy's room and Chris is sitting out in the living room till 6 a.m. by himself, sniffing lines. And Chris is the type of dude to like talk a mile a minute, like, bro, I was like up at like 4 a.m. and like I was on mad Adderall and I did mad Xanax and I sniffed a line and I was like, oh, he would like sniff a line and be like, and like throw himself all the way back to the wall and be like, yeah, yeah. That's like Chris. That like took everything out of me. That was Chris, okay? And he was like, yeah, I just get up at like 4 a.m. and like throw furniture across my house and like, yeah, and like that was Chris, okay? So anyway, after that night, me and Chris, like, our friends, me and Jimmy were like fucking or whatever until I met my current boyfriend. And I stopped fucking Jimmy because I fell in love with this man right here. But then me and my man started becoming friends with Chris. And Chris started smoking crack, y'all. Chris went down real deep into the crack hole because nigga was hallucinating. He ended up losing his mind, bro. His mind left. It was really sad to watch, actually, from like when I first met him to like what actually like had happened to him. It was not funny. Anyway, I should like leave him out of that. So my boyfriend out of this. So I am at Chris's house, and Chris is smoking crack, and like he has like a bottle of like that, I can't remember the name. It's like blue, and it's like, what is it? It's that Biggie song, Hypnotic or something. And we're like drinking that, and he's hitting the pipe, and he's like feeling so good, and he's like, his cheeks are like sunken in, and he's like swearing this shit feels so good. And then he's like on the floor like looking for rocks and shit. Like he can't get enough, and he keeps cooking it. And he's like, yo, you want a hit? Just take a hit. This shit feels so good. And I'm like, all right, fine. And so he, instead of like giving me the crack pipe and like telling me what to do, he gets behind me and like pulls his arms like around me like that, like from around, and like holds the crack pipe in my mouth, and lights it like from behind me with his arms, and holds it up with a little rock in it. I'm like never gonna get monetized, like ever. And he's like, hold it up. And he was doing the lighter for me, like, you know, turning it. He was like, take little puffs. And so that's what I did. And y'all, my soul had done left this earth after that hit. I was floored. I inhaled it. I was like, and then I woke up. I was like, holy fuck. It was crazy. And I'm gonna continue this story in a second. Cause my baby's home. Hi, baby. I gotta give him some love.